Gentlemen, welcome to another Male Mastery exclusive YouTube video. I'm recording this on the rooftop of my apartment block in central Bangkok, Thailand. Living the life, baby, living the life. Do me a solid, hit like, hit subscribe, hit that bell icon and spread the love. Appreciate it, as always. Now, let me tell you now, this is not clickbait. I am in fact leaving the UK. I'm done, I've had enough, and let me tell you the reason why. And there's many, but I'm gonna make this quite concise. First and foremost, it's 2023. The world has changed, people have changed, business has changed, careers have changed. No longer do you need to be working in a job that you hate, for a boss that you despise, with annoying colleagues that piss you off day in, day out. I'm recording this via an iPhone. It is a multimedia machine in the palm of your hands. We can use this to create websites, we can use it to create personal brands, graphics, Instagram stories, videos, everything you need to create a business on your terms. So let that sink in for a little while. This isn't the 80s, this isn't the 90s. We are now at a time of our life where it's a revolution. The revolution is freedom. We can work anywhere we want. We can create a location independent business. Don't let a mortgage hold you down. Don't let kids hold you back. I know plenty of people that have moved abroad, created these lifestyle location independent businesses with kids, with mortgages, with so-called ties. But I'm going to give you a number of reasons why, in a very concise way, of why I'm looking to leave the UK. And trust me, this video could be an hour long, but I'm going to make it very short, very concise, and let you guys know why I'm leaving the UK for good and renouncing my UK citizenship. First and foremost, Britain is no longer value for money. And what I mean by that is it's fucking expensive. Everything is expensive in the UK. Now, I don't mind expensive. Nice cars are expensive, nice watches are expensive, nice clothes are expensive, but more often than not, they're giving you value for money. And it's your choice whether or not you spend that money on the expensive items. However, living in the UK, you do not get a choice on where certain expenditures go, which brings me to tax. The amount of tax you pay as an employee or a business owner in the UK is extortionate. It should be illegal. Now, here's the thing. I've got no problem whatsoever with paying tax. I believe a good economy needs people to be paying tax. But there is a fine line between paying tax and getting robbed for tax. And I believe the UK is a nation where it wants to give money to the people that don't want to work for it and tax the people that work very, very hard for it. Do you agree with me? If so, leave a comment below. But here's the thing. If you're a company and you're paying income tax on your business, it's going up from 19% to 25%. If you're someone earning an average wage, 50 odd grand, 60 odd grand, that may not be average in some parts of the UK, but bear with me, you're paying 45% tax. Nearly half of what you earn is going straight to the government without it even landing in your bank account. Then you've got insurance on top of that. And then you're left with, say, 50% of what you've worked for. Let that sink in, 50% of what you worked for. And then you've got the extortionate property prices. The area that I'm in, ridiculous amounts for a 2-bedroom flat. If you're a first-time buyer, there's no way you're going to get on the property ladder unless you're getting significant help by your parents. And that is significant help. Rents are through the roof. Property prices are through the roof. And then on top of that, you've got crime. Look at the amount of crime. So we save up for these nice things, nice cars, nice watches, nice jewelry, nice property, only for some shithead to rob you of it. There's a saying that we have in the UK, where a Rolex get robbed, stabbed at the best of it, murdered if you're that unfortunate. It happens. Knife welding thugs pulling up on mopeds, robbing you whilst you're sitting there in your car. It isn't a rant. I'm merely explaining to you why I'm leaving the UK, why I'm leaving the UK for good. We've got the police that are disrespected in our country. Whenever they try to do anything, they're reprimanded for enforcing the law that people are breaking. And then you've got the cost of living. Petrol prices are ridiculously taxed. Alcohol is ridiculously taxed. We pay tax on everything. You've got VAT, that's another story. And then you've got energy prices, electricity, gas, council tax. It is becoming ridiculous. And unfortunately, if you don't need to be paying this extortionate tax and you've got a location independent business like myself, I can be based anywhere in the world. Why the fuck would I spend it in the UK? It is absolutely ludicrous. Then we have the open door policy for immigration. Now, before anyone goes off on me, I have no problem with immigration. I am, in fact, maybe a temporary immigrant whilst I spend 6 months of the year in Thailand. When I'm full-time abroad, I will be a traveling immigrant in all the countries that I reside in. I've got no problem with immigration. The problem that I've got is the open door policy for immigration. No checking, we're letting in murderers, criminals, people that don't respect our country, our values, our traditions. That is an issue that I have. And many UK citizens born and bred in the country are being made to feel like second-class citizens when they paid their taxes, and a hell of the lot of them. We've got the woke leftist media trying to cancel anyone that speaks out. They are literally trying to cancel every man and his dog, and I am pissed off with it. I don't need to be a part of it. And another reason that I'm looking to leave the UK, and this is quite fundamental from a business perspective, is the negativity of the UK. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a small business owner, hell-bent on making a success of your business, we are not rewarded for innovation and hard work. What we are is we are taxed heavily. We're given no assistance by the government. And I don't mean handouts or anything like that, but there's no tax breaks for us. We just get taxed very heavily. I know a lot of freelancers, a lot of consultants, when it was lockdown, that they fell between the gaps. They received absolutely no assistance because they owned a limited company or they fell into a bracket that there was no help. And yet there were people out there taking the piss with these hand-me-out loans. So this is the thing. I don't believe, whilst I went and digressed a little bit there, I don't believe there's a great environment for small businesses and entrepreneurs in the UK. Unlike the Americans, where they all collaborate, and they all want to lift everybody up to make sure that we share the community and we help build each other's business up. I run a podcast show, and it is far easier to go and get a big American person that's got a big following to actually appear on the podcast or collaborate with me, because they're of that mindset of let's help each other up that ladder. Let's leverage each other's communities. Let's help build each other's communities. Well, we've very much got this negative mindset that if I come onto your podcast and my followers end up following you, I could cannibalize my income, I could cannibalize my brand, whatever it is. And I just find that the UK, the media, build people up and then they like to drag them back down, especially in business. Failure is deemed such a negative thing, even though we try hard. Any successful entrepreneur out there has failed in business. And yet it's almost worn like a badge of honor in America. It's like, well, I tried and I'm going to try again and I'm going to try again until I succeed. And I just find, even being out here in Bangkok, I've got friends in Dubai, I've got friends over in Mexico, I've got friends in Singapore. There's this collaborative, let's help each other. Let's work with each other. How can I help you and you help me build our brands and profit so it's all good for everybody involved? Unfortunately, I find the mindset by a lot of UK business owners that don't share the same values as myself is it's very negative. They want to keep it very insular. And I'm just gonna, work on my own business. I don't want to work with anybody else. When if you help and you collaborate like the Americans do, we can build our business, we can spread the word, we can build that level of positivity and we can learn from each other. Being out here in Bangkok, I'm collaborating with a lot of people, like-minded people. You've got the digital nomads, you've got location independent business owners, you've got expats, and they've all had that foresight to get out of the UK, to leave behind the extortionate tax, to leave behind the negativity, the cost of living, which then brings me on to the last reason why I'm leaving the UK for good, saying goodbye and residing in another country. And that is this. Whilst you can't look around me, it's mid-February, the weather is beautiful, I wake up of a morning, the sun is shining, I get that all very much needed, that vitamin D onto my skin first thing of a morning. I want to go to the gym because you want to feel good outside, you want to feel good about yourself. I work better when there's sunshine. How much nicer would it be to wake up, walk along the beach, walk through a forest, walk through a jungle, not have to sit there and put a beanie hat on, a scarf on? Sun is good. You do not have to reside in the UK where it's cold, it's windy, it pisses down with rain. You can reside in Mexico, Singapore, Thailand, wherever you want. Understand this, we have so many opportunities, and I stress that, so many opportunities to create an online brand, to create a location independent business. Just because you're born in the UK or you're born in America, you do not have to reside in the country that you were born in. There is so many opportunities out there for you. You've just got to go and work hard, look for them, and connect with the people that can make it happen. Leave a comment on this video. Let me know, have you thought about starting your own business? If so, what's holding you back? Why haven't you done it? And what's going to enable you to take that first step to create that business, to create that location independent business so you can travel around the world, enjoy life and live your best life. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit that bell icon. Do me a favor. I'm out of here.